Are snippets doing more harm than good in 2021? I think the reason why we even want to talk about this is because we've seen this year become, I would say, very controversial for a few artists that are out there putting out music. Danileigh, namingly, right? We all know what the hell the conversation was with her and her Yellow Bone song that never actually dropped, but she dropped the snippet, which got her into a whole lot of trouble. So we can see how snippets can be controversial. That was one example. And the latest example is Meek Mill, who supposedly is putting out a song with Lil Baby at some point. And he dropped a line in the song where he basically said, if I'm going to go out like with my chopper like Kobe. And a lot of people felt some type of way about that line. Was the line distasteful? Maybe we can go back and forth on all of this, but I think that what we're seeing this year with some of these artists is that snippets are not snippets may not be as positive as maybe they intended. But hey, in this industry, it almost feels like controversy sells. So maybe that was the intent anyway. Q, what do you think about this topic though?
That's a very, very good question, because I do think snippets work. Snippets definitely work. It gets people hyped up, especially in this social media era where you can say, hey, this is what we're working on. Like, for instance, one of the biggest snippets this year was Lil Durk was previewing a song with the Pusheisty song. He was
Yes.
People were telling him, I believe that's the one where people were telling him that King Von was shot and playing it, and like he didn't know, I guess, at the time. But the snippet that he played was fire. Like that to me probably got people hyped up to listen to the music. But then, like you said,
by the way, sorry to interject there. That snippet did a couple things. That was one aspect of what you just said, but then the other one is he was actually dissing, if you remember, that Chicago rapper named FBG Duck who died.
Yeah.
Like that was actually part of that snippet. That was also another controversy that spanned out of that snippet. He was saying, "Yo, I'm gonna get high as Duck." You know how these dudes talk about smoking on a whatever pack. Insert dead rapper. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that was another one.
I mean, I actually did not. I didn't know. I guess I didn't pay attention that much, but I know that snippet definitely helped boost people's interest in the song. Tekashi's been doing snippets. Meek Mill is the king of snippets. He's always doing snippets on Instagram and all that stuff. But it's really when people break down the lines, like when people actually, take the time to be like, yo, like, wait, what did you say? I don't know if people are actually finding, like, people got access to the people that recorded the songs, and they're finding these lines by like backdoor. I don't know, but I will say this.
You mean a leak?
A leak? Yeah, pretty much backdoor, like a leak. But at the end of the day, we're talking about it. Like with the Meek Mill thing, it's just another reason for him to be in the news. Now, the somewhat beauty in what Meek Mill, that snippet did for Meek Mill is, we know, and I know he's not trying to be disrespectful. It was a disrespectful line. I agree. I think that line is horrible, especially because Kobe Bryant, that whole situation hit us so hard. It hit me hard. I'm sure it hit you hard. And so it's too fresh. It's too fresh. But if you think about it, Eminem been dissing dead people for quite some time. But like Kobe Bryant's is still fresh. It's still in everybody's mind. So I can tell people are a little sensitive to it. But in this day and age, negativity sells too. Negativity boosts the interest in you too. People are going to want to hear the song because of the negative connotation that it now gets. So,
No, I think that's actually a good pivot. No, that's a good pivot. And I think that if you notice a lot of I wouldn't say the themes of what we talk about, but like we've seen situations where artists are trying to generate buzz. You know what I'm saying? Think about what Playboi Carti did for the last couple months before A Whole Lotta Red came out. It's snippet here, you dropping a snippet with Kid Cudi, getting people's interest. I'll call it antics. To me, the snippet is just another antic that sometimes works, and actually a lot of times it works. Like if you're an artist trying to generate buzz, it's important to drop snippets. It generates buzz, and hey, if you have a controversial part of your song that is going to get people talking, maybe it makes sense to throw that in as a snippet. Just something to think about if you're an artist. But beware of the consequences, because there is backlash that comes with putting out snippets. It may deter you from actually putting out that original song if people start to make you feel some type of way. Yeah. Hence, Danileigh.
Like I said, Danileigh's issue was her response to the snippet. That really is what. I don't think it's the fact that Meek Mill said what he said. I think it's that people are starting to get tired of Meek Mill, like some of the things that he's been saying on social media. I'm not sitting here trying to say I'm tired or whatever, but I think that's kind of the pulse is like it's always something with him, and I feel like people are just they got like Meek Mill fatigue a little bit on social media. So they kind of getting annoyed by little things that Meek Mill did. Because just a little sidetrack, just real quick.
Yeah.
With the whole Tekashi and Meek Mill situation, I'm noticing that a lot of people are actually siding with Tekashi on this situation.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. It's very subtle.
I think it's Meek Mill fatigue for a lot of people, where they're just like, we kind of tired of hearing from this guy. But I mean, I think it was a little overblown. And snippets a lot of times are overblown. But like I said, any press is good press. Isn't that Kanye West? It's a Kanye West line, right? Any news is good news.
Listen, prayers to Kanye West. The man is getting a divorce. I don't wish that on any man, especially as someone who's embarking on marriage, like myself. The idea of that shit is like, man, why? But why? How did it get to that point? Different discussion. Prayers to everyone involved.
Prayers to him for losing Kim K. That's the bigger story. You didn't just lose anybody. You lost Kim K.
Hey, look, man.
Hopefully,
put some respect on Kanye's name. Prayers to Kim Kardashian for losing Kanye West.
True.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's move on, though, man. For now.